We're going to look at what different price levels buy you across Tippecanoe County. We're going to start with, what does $200,000 buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area? What kind of home can you afford for $200,000? We're going to look at specific homes. I'm not talking about some sort of extrapolated data like on average you can get this sort of home. I am saying this home. And we're going to start. This is what will $200,000 buy you? And I took the homes, I'm taking the Price is Right rule, as close to without going over. So these are the 3 homes for sale right now, May 18th here in Tippecanoe County, that are $200,000 or less. And the first one up is 326 South 28th Street in Lafayette. And this is right in the core of Lafayette. I don't even need to show you where 28th Street is on the map. It's right in the middle. This is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,280 square feet. And since we're talking about what can $200,000 buy you, this one is priced at $189,000. It was built in 1920, has updated central air, furnace, and roof all in the last 4 or 5 years. So let's take a gander. This is just a solid cottage style home here in Lafayette. And you'll see it's been what I would call lovingly updated. You've got the shiplap ceiling up top. You've got the updated floors, but it's only 1,280 square feet. We're not talking about a mansion by any means, and we're talking about things like window air conditioners that have been wall mounted. You have a kitchen that is updated in that it's not original to the house. It's completely fine, and I would say you got some wood floors that perhaps need a little bit of love. Lots of archways without doors on them in this particular case. Bathrooms that have been updated, that have sink shower tub, toilet. They are not the giant modern retreats that you see in a lot of new builds. You inevitably have some wood paneling in these homes and rooms that haven't been updated in a while. You see quite a lot of enclosed porches to get extra space. This probably started life as an 800 or 900 square foot home, and then with additions and enclosures over the years. You got a 1-car garage facing the alley. And to put it all in context, you'll see you got living room and all of the bedrooms directly off of it, with the bathroom off of the living room. This family room was probably the addition, probably attached to the garage at some point. So that's 326 South 28th Street here in Lafayette. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,280 square feet. $189,000. So we're looking tonight at, what does $200,000 buy you in the Greater Lafayette area? And there is our first answer. And our second answer is another home here in the core of Lafayette. This is 1125 Davis Street. Sorry, it's loading slowly. And if you're not familiar with where Davis Street is, because it's not a numbered street, I will show you the map on this one. This one's a little south. Davis Street right here, in between Central Catholic right here and Jefferson High School right here. This is walking distance to Central Catholic. If you're sending a student to Central Catholic High School, this is a good choice. This is a good urban core neighborhood of Lafayette. And I know that people laugh, like, urban, is Lafayette really urban? Compared to inner city Chicago, certainly not. So that's where it is on the map. But we're talking about homes. What can $200,000 buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area? 1125 Davis Street in Lafayette, currently listed for $199,900. So again, we are using the Price is Right rules, $200,000, not over. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 832 square feet. And this is exactly what you're going to see. You're going to see a living room and an eat-in kitchen that have had new LVP floors and appliances put in. You're going to see small, regular size 9x10 bedrooms. You're going to see completely fine bathrooms. And that's it. I'm not sure if this was a national home or not. Do I have a note on that? At 832 square feet, this was probably a national home who was a major builder of these houses back in the 40s and 50s and 60s. And this one was built in 53. So most likely this is a national home. So that is 1125 Davis Street. And if you're interested in any home here in the Greater Lafayette area, whether $200,000 and under or $200,000 or over, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out that form, and let's go check out Davis Street or any other home here in the Greater Lafayette area. And then we're going to finish up our tour of homes $200,000 and under here in the Greater Lafayette area. Moving windows around. We're going to go a little outside of Lafayette this time. We're going to go down to Mulberry to check out 10870 East State Road 38. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 960 square feet. This is a modular. Think built by a crane is what modular kind of means in my head. So not that old, built in 21, only about 25 years old. And if you're like, Geoff, I've watched this show and I've never heard of Mulberry. Where are you talking about? It's a little southeast. So it's right here on 38. So straight shot out of Lafayette. And I'm just going to keep zooming out. And you'll see, here's Mulberry. It is the next town to the east, southeast of Dayton. Here is SIA over here. So it's probably a 15-minute shot from SIA to the house. So if you're an SIA employee, if your life kind of centers around the south side of Lafayette, Mulberry can be a great location for you where you can get that rural experience but still stay close to town, and you can do it for less than $200,000. This one's $199,900. 10870 East State Road 38 in Mulberry. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's a modular, 960 square feet, built, assembled in 2001, currently listed for $199,900, and it has also 1.41 acres as well. And you can usually tell that it's modular by you have the sloping ceilings that meet in the middle. That's the telltale. Perfectly functional home. You've got your bedrooms and bathrooms. We're not looking at mansions here, and I'm not passing judgments on these houses. I'm saying that these are great choices for lots of people and for lots of reasons. And to get a little bit of acreage to be out in the country for less than $200,000 is actually a pretty amazing thing. Carpet in the bathroom is not something I would recommend. And you do get a 2-car detached garage, pretty common with these setups. So that is 10870 East State Road 38 in Mulberry. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's a modular, 960 square feet. Built in 2001 on 1.4 acres, currently listed for $199,900. So that is a little insight into what $200,000 can buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area. And like I said, we're playing Price is Right rules here, so cannot be over $200,000. And there was nothing priced right at $200,000. So those are the 3 homes. But then I thought we would take a minute and look at what $400,000 can buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area. So tonight we're going to look at what does $400,000 buy you in the Greater Lafayette area. But before you do that, if you're interested in any of those $200,000 homes, or if you're interested in a $400,000 home, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out that form, and you'll hear from me, and we can go check out these houses or any house here in the Greater Lafayette area. Yeah, do it. All right, so $400,000. What does $400,000 buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area? So I think you're going to see a little bit of a step up from the $200,000 homes. And again, this is not some theoretical chart of like on average you're going to get. This is an actual home for sale right now, May 18th, 2026 here in the Greater Lafayette area. And the first one that we're looking at is 368 Finsbury Street, in Lafayette. This one was built in 2023, so almost new. had all the bugs worked out of it, if you will. This one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I'm going to show you where this one is on the map. When we're in the numbered streets, it's really easy to say, oh, you understand. This is just a little east of town. There's quite a big developing area a little just to the east side of town. But it is right here in the Barrington Woods subdivision. Meyer is right over here. This is 26. Really easy to get anywhere in Lafayette. Perhaps not quite so easy to get to West Lafayette, just because getting through Lafayette is a pain. You can do it. It's just but convenient to 65. You can head up Chicago or down to Indy. You can take Veterans Memorial Park. You can take McCarty over to Veterans Memorial and get down to the south side. So really a developing area of town. Right now we're looking at homes that are $400,000 and under here in the Greater Lafayette area. And again, Price is Right rules cannot be a dollar over $400,000. And so this one is $399,900, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, only 3 years old, 1,852 square feet on a regular 0.3 acre size lot. You get a 3-car garage for $400,000. That's actually quite nice, and 18 square feet for the money. And you can tell by the fit and finish that this is a nicer home, not luxury by any means, but I might qualify this as a starter home these days. You've got the great room, you've got the modern great room set up with the kitchen, dining, living room all in one, modern white farmhouse style coloring on everything. You have the tray ceilings with regular drywall style finish in the primary suite, with the ensuite bathroom there. And the bathrooms, it's not over the top for the year 23, built in 26. The dual vanity sinks. You have the larger tile shower. Moving into the secondary bedrooms, just regular size bedrooms here. You're talking about 1,800 square feet, and you got 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, one great room. Not a lot to hide here. Pretty typically, your entryway from the garage is set up as a wash room and the mud room, and you get a covered back porch. And we're talking about what $400,000 buys you here in the Greater Lafayette area. And if you want to be in Lafayette, this is what $400,000 buys you, and you back up to the retention pond there. So that is 368 Finsbury Street on the east side of Lafayette. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,852 square feet on 0.34 acres, currently priced at $399,900. And as we're taking our tour of Greater Lafayette homes for $400,000, if you'd like to go see this one, go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube. Fill out a little bit of information. That'll come directly to me, and we can go check this one out. And if you're not pre-approved yet, I've got a friend in the finance industry who would love to talk to you about that. So that is thelafayettereal.com/YouTube. And we're going to continue our tour of homes. What can $400,000 buy you in the Greater Lafayette area, with a stop in West Lafayette? Now, West Lafayette 47906 is quite a large area. And a lot of people think that the West Lafayette schools is the same thing as West Lafayette, and indeed it is not. But we're going to look at 313 Rosebank Lane in West Lafayette. And this one is not in the Lafayette School Corporation. This is in the Westport subdivision. This is relatively newer in that it was built in the year 2000, so about 26 years old at this point. And I'll show it to you on a map. You're like, Geoff, what the heck are you talking about? Yeah, it's Burnett Creek Middle Elementary, Battleground Middle, and of course Harrison High Schools here. So just a little north of the West Lafayette School Corporation, but the Tippecanoe School Corporation is an awesome school corporation. Go check it out for yourself. But this is where we're talking about here, just off of Soldiers Home Road, just a little to the north of Purdue University. You can hop down Soldiers Home Road and get into West Lafayette. You can cross Sagamore Parkway to get over to Lafayette. So again, we're touring homes. What will $400,000 buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area? And we are looking at 313 Rosebank Lane in West Lafayette. This is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a little bit larger at 2,720 square feet. About 26 years old. You got the side load 2-car garage. You have the brick facing out front. You have the floors and really make the place kind of feel large because they put the wood floors throughout. You have the tray ceiling in the living room with the recessed lighting, gas fireplace in the corner. Again, we're talking about what $400,000 buys you, and it buys you a solidly good home. Modern style, white and gray kitchen. Big, but not gigantic. Got the enclosed porch, so sunroom. And it's got 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, but it does have 2 stories. So you kind of get this bonus room upstairs. Great use of space. You can make that your hobby room, your craft room, your sewing room. But then this is one of those HOA helps take care of the lawn. So gives you a little bit of idea. You come into the foyer, living room, the 3 bedrooms directly off of it. Ensuite for the primary, and then bath shared by the 2 secondaries. And then the bonus room upstairs, total of 2,721 square feet. So that is 313 Rosebank Lane here in West Lafayette. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,720 square feet, currently priced at $399,000. And if you want to go check that one out, go to LafayetteReal.com/YouTube and fill out the form. And we'll go check that out together. If you need to get pre-approved, we can help you with that. And we can walk you all through the process of buying and selling homes here in the Greater Lafayette area. We got one more home here on our tour of what $400,000 will buy you in the Greater Lafayette area. And again, we're talking about real homes, not just a spreadsheet of you'll get about this and you get about this. Is what $400,000 will buy you right now. And this one might be the shining star in the set. Again, we are playing by Price is Right rules, so it is $400,000 and under. There were no exactly $400,000 homes on this search. This one is $399,900. 2843 Barlo in West Lafayette, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,044 square feet on a 1/4 acre. And here's why I say this one might be the shining star. We need to look at it on a map. And then we will look at the pictures because that'll also show why I think it's a shining star. Let me get the map up here. This one is in the West Lafayette School Corporation. You get West Lafayette Middle School. You get West Lafayette Junior and Senior High School. So if you don't know where Barlo is, it's right here in Barberry. So here's Sagamore Parkway. Here is the home right here. Salisbury and Cumberland are your major intersections. West Lafayette Elementary School, walking distance. The athletic fields and Cumberland Park, walking distance. Payless, yeah, you could walk that. Purdue University, right down the street. Sagamore Parkway, access to everything in Lafayette, right down the street. $400,000. $399,900. We're talking about homes. We're talking about what $400,000 will buy you in the Greater Lafayette area. And we're in a 2,000 square foot home in West Lafayette in the school corporation. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,044 square feet, 2843 Barlo in West Lafayette. I didn't have this up. 2843 Barlo in West Lafayette. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,044 square feet on just over a 1/4 acre, $399,900. So this is what $400,000 will buy you in the Greater Lafayette area. It will buy you a lovely home in West Lafayette. And it has been updated. Now, I don't love the color palette, but it's just color. That's easily fixed. That's a clean palette for you to make your own. Pretty typical arrangement for this kind of multi-story home that was built in 1971. So solidly a 70s home, but updated with LVP floors, all bathrooms completely updated, brand new roof, new water heater, water softener, new sump pump, upgraded plumbing and electrical. There's a finished basement. If you want to be in the West Lafayette School Corporation and you got $400,000, it's really kind of hard to beat this one. I guess you could do it with a stick. I'm joking. Just moving into some of the bedrooms. We saw most of the main rooms there, getting down to the finished basement. A little bit of a complete empty palette for you to make your own down there. We got the mechanicals mostly updated, and then just a regular, normal West Lafayette yard with the water tower in your backyard. But you back up to Lamel Park. Think about the advantages of that. Being able to send your kids out to play in the park that's literally in your backyard. And there it is. That's your playset. Comes with the house. So that is 2843 Barlo in West Lafayette. It is 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,044 square feet on just over a quarter of an acre. It backs up to Lamell Park. It is in the West Lafayette School Corporation. It is currently priced at $399,900. It is under $400,000. So if you're interested in a home for $400,000 here in the Greater Lafayette area, including 2843 Barlo, go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube. Fill out that form, and I'll get a hold of you, and we can go check out this home and many other homes here in the Greater Lafayette area. And as we continue our home tours this evening, we've talked about what you can buy for $200,000 in the Greater Lafayette area. We've talked about what you can buy for $400,000 in the Greater Lafayette area. We're going to talk about what does $600,000 buy you in the Greater Lafayette area. And we're not looking at theoretical spreadsheets. We're going to take tours of 3 homes that you can actually purchase for $600,000. And we're playing Price is Right rules here, so it's got to be $600,000 or under. There were no homes for exactly $600,000, but they were all, the 3 that I picked were as close as we could get. And the first one up is listed for $599. This one is down on the south side. We're going to start with our tour of what $600,000 buys you here in the Greater Lafayette area with 4329 Admiral's Point Drive in Lafayette. This one is 4 bedrooms and 3 baths, 3,008. I'd include that 8 in there, square feet. And like I said, just a little on the south side. I'm going to show it to you on the map here down in Rainy Brook. So just off of 400 South, here's 231. And I'm going to zoom out, and you can see you can hop right up 231 to West Lafayette. You can get to the south side of Lafayette, and then you can get to downtown Lafayette by popping up on River Road. It's got a great location. Basically brand new neighborhood. This was built in 2022, so the home is only 4 years old. And we're looking at what $600,000 can buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area. So 4329 Admiral's Point Drive in Lafayette. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,008 square feet on 0.37 acres, currently priced at $599 and $50. Sorry, guys. Having a moment here. Currently priced at $599 and $50. Got the 3-car front load garage, only 4 years old. So of course it's got the modern kitchen with the countertop gas range, corner facing window, sink with the windows up above. You have the glass French doors. You have the French doors with the glass lights in them for your front doors. You have both an eat-in you have an eat-at island and an eat-in dining area as part of the great room area. You have the modern kind of Scandinavian slat wall style surrounding the gas fireplace. This is very modern. You have a black finish office. I actually rather like it. If you don't, you can paint it, but it calls back to traditional offices with the trim work, but it definitely has the modern vibe with the color and the lighting fixtures. And then we head off into the bedrooms. And again, there are 4 bedrooms and 3 baths in this home. So you got lots and lots of space. You have the soaking tub, you have the rainforest shower, walk-in closet if you can't fit all your clothes in there, upstairs living area. And I don't always love these upstairs living areas when they're right up at the top of the stairs, but I think that this one is actually well laid out. It doesn't just feel like an afterthought, just showing you that if you don't need to use a bedroom, you can turn it into a yoga room. This family certainly liked dark, and I'm okay with that. I'm so over the white modern farmhouse. Lovely landscape yard, a little bit of a fenced area so you can let your dog run and enjoy your hot tub. You got the covered porch out back. Fairly typical Rainy Brook location. So that is 4329 Admiral's Point Drive in Lafayette in Rainy Brook. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,008 square feet on 0.37 acres, currently listed for $599,000. And we're taking tours of homes that are available. We're looking at what $600,000 will buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area. And if you want to go see Admiral's Point Drive or any of our other Greater Lafayette homes that are $600,000 or under, go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube. Fill out that form and we can go check them out together. I am Geoff Gooch, your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice, a local realtor with the Russell team powered by Properties. And we're going to continue our look at what $600,000 will buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area in May of 2026 with another home. We're going to take a stop in West Lafayette this time. And this time we are looking at 689 Winslow Lane in West Lafayette. And if you don't know where this is, let's punch this guy up on the map. This is a little north of town, just off of 725 North and 75 East, and you'll see that it's pretty close to I-65. But this 50 West over here, this is what Salisbury turns into. You can see Battleground Middle School, and here is Harrison High School over here. So not too far from the northern schools for the Tippecanoe School Corporation. Easy enough shot down Salisbury here to get to West Lafayette. You can also pop over here to River Road and get into West Lafayette or into Lafayette and downtown. You can hop on I-65, easy enough. And you're in a small neighborhood of about, I was going to guesstimate how many houses are in this neighborhood. 20-ish? Probably not quite that many. 10 to 15, call it 12 or 13, I believe. Fairly small rural neighborhood. But we're looking at what $600,000 will buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area. So we're looking at 689 Winslow Lane, West Lafayette, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,934 square feet on 1.77 acres, currently listed for $599,900. And you'll see that you've got some landscaping out front that you don't have to mow, but perhaps you have to weed. You have your obligatory evening twilight shot there. Got 3-car front-loading garage. And we're looking at what $600,000 buys you here in the Greater Lafayette area. And in this particular case, you're buying square footage, almost 4,000, and you're buying some acreage, about 1 3/4 acres. The inside of the house is quite nice. Got the oak cabinets. Start to move into some of the bedrooms. This one has 5 bedrooms and 4 baths. So I'm kind of going to zip through these because if you've seen a bedroom, you've seen a bedroom. Got your jacuzzi tub here with your... And we head down to the finished basement. Lots and lots of space in this home. 3,934 square feet, including your own hair studio. Covered porch, kind of farm style, enclosed porch. Screened in, trellised in. And a couple of storage barns out back to help take care of your 1.7 acres and your fire pit and your swing. So we're talking about what $600,000 will buy you here in the Greater Lafayette area. And in this case, it will buy you 689 Winslow, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,934 square feet on 1.77 acres, currently priced at $599,900. And if you want to go see that, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out that form, and let's go look at it together. We're talking about what $600,000 buys you here in the Greater Lafayette area. And next up, and we're not talking theoretical, we're talking about actual houses for sale right now here in the Greater Lafayette area. And we're playing by Price is Right rules. It has to be $600,000 or over, not $1 over. And this one is listed at $598,700. So this is 2886 Brook Lane, another West Lafayette address with 5 bedrooms and 4 baths, just under 4,200 square feet, just under half an acre. And if you're like, Geoff, where is Brook Lane? I'll show you. It's just off of 400 West, just a little west of town here. And we'll zoom out a little bit so you can see it's in a small neighborhood of about 10-20 homes there. Here's Sagamore 52. Here is 26 State Street. So it's sandwiched in between those, so you can hop up to either. You can hop up 400 West to get to 52 to do your shopping. You can head down to 26 or down to Lindbergh or down 26 to get into Purdue. And if you're heading to the south side of Lafayette, you can take 52, turns into 231 down here south of town and head down to the south side of Lafayette. You can take 26 through West Lafayette. You can take 52 through West Lafayette and get yourself into Lafayette proper. So let's take a tour. We're looking at what $600,000 buys here in the Greater Lafayette area. And this is 2886 Brook Lane in West Lafayette. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,198 square feet, 0.46 acres, currently priced at $598,700. And this is a home that looks like it belongs. And then you move inside And it's, I was going to say it's warm and inviting, despite the fact that blue is actually technically a cool color palette, but it feels like a home. You got the wood floors and some of the stonework on the walls. You have a kitchen that's not just like eye-blindingly bright and white. It actually has some brown tones to it. I rather like this mix. I think it is a good balance between having a palette that you can make your own and making it feel like something of its own, if that makes sense. Head up to the primary suite. Lots and lots of room. Walk-in closet, of course. You got your soaking tub and your dual vanity sink with your glass enclosed shower, toilet with bidet, and we start heading into the other of the bedrooms. There are 5 bedrooms total in this home and 4 baths total, so lots of baths and bedrooms to look at in this home when you're talking about 4,200 square feet. We start moving into some of the other fun spaces. You can turn into a theater or a gym downstairs. Downstairs bathroom. You got your glassed in porch there. Even comes with a treehouse. So you're getting 2 houses for the price of one. Buy a treehouse, get a house for free. So this is 2886 Brook Lane, West Lafayette. It's in the Tippecanoe School Corporation. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,198 square feet on 0.46 acres. Currently priced at $598,700. And we're looking at what $600,000 buys you here in the Greater Lafayette area. And if you're interested in seeing that home or any other home here in the Greater Lafayette area, whether your budget is $600,000, $400,000, $200,000, $150,000, I'm Geoff Gooch with the Russell Company powered by App Properties, and I'm your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice. Go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let's go take a tour of your perfect home. And if you need to sell your home before you can buy your perfect home, go fill out that form as well, and we can work on getting your home. And that's going to wrap it up for At Lafayette Live here. Thank you for joining me as you do every Monday. We will see you next time. Don't forget to hit the like